Welcome, friends, to the Word Cloud Tarot Show, direct from the Tarodrome here in cyberspace in front of an audience of tarot cartoons. Today is Tuesday the 6th of August, and this weekend violent right-wing thugs rioted all over the streets of various English towns. What's happening? I thought we'd do a tarot reading to find out. We'll use this, the Word Cloud Tarot Happy Toast deck. Each card has a drawing by the amazing Happy Toast, plus the meaning of the card is written onto each card's front in a word cloud. Now anyone who can read the tarot. As usual, we'll do a 5-card cross, so let's go. And so, the card representing the past is the 5 of Swords, defeat. The country is broken and defeated and it's weak. Everyone knows there's deception in the news. Everyone knows there's unjust wars and conflict. There's tension and there's disharmony and there's a divisive atmosphere. There's difficulty with debt and living costs, and people are tired. They're tired of the stress and the struggle. Nothing seems to work. There's problems with the schools, they can't fix your injury over the doctors is being full, and the high street is in trouble. It's closing down. There's pessimism and there's worry, and life is unhappy and discord is high. Then these hurt people, increasing ruthlessness and spiteful bullying and resentment. Times are hard enough to lead to selfish disunity and grudges and anger and betrayal. Society has hatred and cynicism. Retribution and violence and vengeance look appealing, but where can you usefully direct that anger? But what hidden cause is behind these abandoned high streets, the collapse in schools and the doctors without appointments? The card representing hidden forces is the 10 of Pentacles, wealth. The money. Business buys government policies, and so a plentiful, prosperous economy for the rich. This card's also known as capitalism. The 1% own more and more of the country. Their inheritance is in abundance and they have an assurance of income from the property they own. The capitalists own media institutions. Ownership of the newspapers is hereditary. Their heirs own the means of production. Their prosperity buys them treasure and their fortune guarantees more riches. The establishment is flourishing. It's ensuring the stability, robustness and strength of capital markets as they drain bountiful wealth from the workers and funnel it to the owners. And now for the external influences card. The external influence is the 8 of Wands, swiftness, so acceleration. Capitalism accelerated. The last 50 years has seen a radical revolution in the way wealth is distributed. The wealth have manifested their will. They've created a deliberate strategy of initiatives to transfer ownership of the country from the government to the wealthy. Massive chunks of the state have been swiftly privatised, functions and fortunes moved with great effect and velocity out of government hands into private hands. Resource ownership inequality has changed with an immediacy and a force that's rarely seen. Progressive amounts of freedom for the wealthy and often straightforward, dreadful fighting over scraps for everyone else. People can sense the inevitability of the country falling apart. They can see the final destination. Austerity and privatisation have shrunk the state's resources without reducing the cost of housing and educating and feeding everybody. The capitalist wealth uses communication and telecommunication channels to take action to prevent potential opposition activity by blaming scapegoats to channel society's anger. Like they say, it isn't the fact that the rich have taken all the resources that made you poor, it's that poor vulnerable migrant whose life is on hold in that terrible hotel. So the country's in desperate ruin. The capital have taken all of the value for themselves and accelerated the transfer of wealth while blaming migrants, which brings us to now, the card for the present moment. And that card is... it's the 19th trump card, known as the sun. The violence is manifested like a sudden sunbeam from behind a cloud. A riot of excited, enthusiastic, exuberant, angry kids turn out looking for an opportunity for violence and glory. The powerful capitalist media whips it up to give it stamina and vigour, but the sun can also bring light. Not the newspaper, obviously, but actually seeing violent Nazis on the street does lead most people to a conscious awakening, a realisation that achieving prosperity can't be done through attacking the vulnerable. People can see it's not victims of fascist hate that are bidding up house prices and slashing school budgets. They don't want to associate with violent, terrible, murderous thugs. So the people could transcend scepticism and pessimism and find wisdom and feel gratitude as the whole community works together to fix the thugs' mess. Instead of hate, we can have a happy, vibrant, cheerful community. But will we? Let's find out with the outcome card. And the card for the final outcome is... it's the Four of Wands, completion. So I guess there will be a spiritual realization. The prognosis is good for transcendent harmony and an interconnected unity of community. We can see the fascists out on the street, and we can learn to organize and educate. We can learn to drive out the individual Nazis so that their will is broken, and we can have social progress, and we can achieve stability. Our society can give outreach and development opportunity to everyone. It can give a bedroom to everyone. If we correct this imbalance in wealth and start living in peace and strength, we can stop blaming the vulnerable and force the capital to give back the workers more of the wealth that the workers made. So in summary then, the country's broken and defeated. The capital has drained all the wealth, leaving everyone else poor. The state has been accelerating that and scapegoating immigration, creating a flashpoint sunray of violence, but that light illuminates the Nazi thugs and shows them for what they are. And in the end, it will unite us, and we will defeat the fascist hate mongers, and we will unite instead to claw back some of the wealth that the capital took from us. That's what the cards tell me anyway. You can get a deck just like that to see what the cards tell you from wordcloudtarot.com. There you can also join the mailing list and get notified about new episodes, or you can follow us on Fedi at wordcloudtarot at wordcloudtarot.com, or on PeerTube at wordcloudtarot at dalliance.network. We also cross-post to these horrible private financial extraction machines at YouTube, TikTok and Rumble. Thanks for watching. If you thought this was fun or good or true or weird, tell a friend. They almost certainly haven't seen it. I hope we have enlightened you as to the causes of the UK riots. So until next time, farewell.